Will I be liable for interest and surcharge for non-payment of tax during the ECQ, Sir Josh?
This is a very important question for all of us because as we know, ang mga hindi nakakabayad ng taxes on time ay subject to interest and surcharges. And this could really add up and make things very difficult for us as taxpayers. Of course, the good news is, of course, understandable that during the pandemic, meron po tayong parang physical impossibilities since people are not allowed to go out. People were not able to coordinate with their accountants and go to the banks to pay or to the revenue district offices. So binigyan po siya ng iba-ibang palugit. We can see the changes of the deadlines. So annual income tax returns was June 14 or 15 yet 14 or 15 this year, itong nakaraan. Ito yung annual ITR which was ordinarily required until April 15. So deadliest deadline na po ito kasi nag-GCQ na March 17. So parang people were given the lockdown plus an additional 2 weeks to prepare their tax forms. And then yun nga, yung mga ONET, yung mga estate taxes, yung mga doc stamp taxes that were due na pumasok sa ECQ, usually doc stamp on the 5th of the month following the transaction, or capital gains tax kapag ka nagbentahan ng lupa o ng shares of stock 30 days from the instrument. So kung pumasok po yung deadline within the quarantine, you have an additional 30 days. So halimbawa, April 1 due yung capital gains tax. So you have 30 days from May 30 to file your capital gains tax return without any penalty. Ngayon, ito yung magandang balita. Somehow, they understood that there was an amnesty, a general tax amnesty law that would have ended during the quarantine. Pero in-extend po ito. So for those with issues with the BIR who have protests, although ang kailangan dito final and executory, if you have a CTA case or you have a levy or garnishment on your properties or on your assets as businesses, or final demand letters from the BIR, you may avail of this tax amnesty short of going to the Court of Tax Appeals. Kung gusto po ninyo, hayaan yung mapaso. And then you have until December 31 to pay 40% of the principal tax assessment. Halimbawa kasi inassess ka ng 1 million, because of interest and penalties, naging 2 million. So if ever you will avail of this tax amnesty until December 31 this year na, you just pay 40% of the principal assessment of 1 million, which is about 400,000. Hindi na masama kung tutusin if you really feel that the trouble is too it will be too difficult and you don't want to go to court. So pwede natin i-settle ito within the extended tax amnesty. Estate tax, next year po ito, June. So we have 11 months dun sa mga namatayan nung 19 kopong-kopong pa to avail of this very, very parang once in a lifetime special law na ordinarily kasi if your estate exceeds 10 million, you will be assessed at 20% na estate tax maximum. But because of the estate tax amnesty law, 6% na lang ang i-charge. Tapos wala pang interest and penalties. So we encourage you to avail of this. Ganun din sa BIR correspondences, you have 30 days from the lifting of the period of emergency to file your letter of protest. If it fell within the quarantine period, then you have a fresh 30 days from the lifting of the ECQ to file that protest letter or to file any correspondences in reply to the BIR's assessment. So ito, these are the extensions given to us, afforded to us in consideration of the ECQ.